Good morning students. Today we will learn class 10 chemistry chapter number 5 periodic classification of elements. Under this chapter we will learn Newland's periodic table specifically. Yes, and at first we will learn the meaning of periodic classification of elements. So let's see about that. Here at first we will see what is meant by classification of elements. So arrangement of elements into different groups on the basis of the similarities in their properties is called classification of elements. Yes, the classification of similar elements into groups makes the study of elements easier. Understand? There are about 114 or 150 different elements known nowadays. Yes. So, these elements are classified on the basis of their fundamental properties as well their increasing order of atomic masses and later on the basis of their atomic number. So, one by one there were many attempts, but among that some significant attempts we will learn here. Then here early attempts at classification of elements we will discuss at first. In early age there were 33 elements, means 30 plus elements were discovered at that time. And that 33 elements or 30 plus elements were classified into only two groups, and that two groups are metals and non-metals. So the defect in this classification was that it had no place for metalloids. The metalloids are those elements which have properties of both metals and non-metals. Yes, metalloids are those elements which have properties of both metals and non-metals. And such types of elements are also present. Yes, which were discovered later. And for that metalloids, there were no specific place in the periodic table which were in the early age. Okay. So some significant attempt we will discuss. Okay. At first, John Dobereiner, a German chemist, in year 1817 had given first signification classification of elements in the form of periodic table. And in his periodic table, he had classified the elements in the form of on the basis of their chemical and physical properties. Yes, and again he had arranged that elements in the form of triads. At that time 30 plus elements or mostly 33 elements were present, and he classified that 33 elements in the form of triads. So what is meant by triad? Triads means group of 3 elements, and in that group the 3 elements are having similar properties. There is one specific property of that triad. What is that? We will see here. That is, the middle element have atomic mass equal to the average atomic mass of first and third element. Yes. What is that? I will repeat again. The middle element have the atomic mass equal to the average atomic mass of first and third element. We can check here by taking the first triad, which is that the triad of lithium, sodium and potassium. We can see in front of us. Lithium is having atomic mass equal to 6.9. We are taking here average of first and third element. That is, lithium is having atomic mass 6.9. We will add this with the atomic mass of potassium, that is 39. Yes, and we will take the average, and this average is equal to approximately equal to 23, and 23 is nothing but the atomic mass of sodium. So here we can see the law of triad is followed here. Again we can see the second group, the second triad and third triad, that two triads are also following the same Dobryna's triad rule, Dobryna's triad law. Yes, but there is one drawback also. He could make only three triads properly, which were following the law of triad. The another triads were not following the same law. We can see here in group A, group B and group C, and you can check by the calculation whether the group A, B and C all are following the Dobryna's triad law of triad. Yes, so that was about the Dobryna's periodic table, and because of that limitation, the Dobryna's periodic table was considered as failure. Still, it was the milestone or inspiration for the next periodic table which had given by Newland, and we will see in our next topic, Newland's periodic table we will learn. Okay, here we will learn about Newland's periodic table. So Newland was an English chemist, and through his periodic table he had given law of octave. So at that time there were 56 elements present. Yes, 56 elements were discovered then, and he classified all that 56 elements on the basis of increasing order of the atomic masses. Yes, again he considered their fundamental properties as well, means he considered their physical and chemical properties also, and he had derived the law of octave through his classification. So what is that? Law of octave says that if elements are arranged by the increasing order of their atomic masses, property of every eighth element repeats. Yes, again I will repeat. If elements are arranged by the increasing order of their atomic masses, property of every eighth element repeat. Yes, so from each and every element, the eighth element from that element is having similar property, that is known as law of octave. Yes, we have discussed here. So we will see the law of octaves through his periodic table. Okay, here we can see the complete periodic table of Newland, and here all the 56 elements are arranged according to their increasing order of atomic masses. Here first element of periodic table is hydrogen and the last element is thorium, and through his classification Newland had derived law of octave, and on the basis of that law of octave he had classified all that 56 elements in 7 groups. So in each group he tried to arrange elements having similar properties, and again he had compared that 7 groups with 7 musical notes, and again he had written each notes at the top of each group. Means at the top of first group he had written sa, at the top of second group he had written re, then ga, then pa, dha, ni, and again sa, means the 8th element is similar and it is placed in the first group. Yes, and like that he arranged the elements in his periodic table. But I have taken here sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, means musical notes according to our country. But in that country there were different type of musical notes, and they were as the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. In that country, like that musical notes are there, and he had arranged as similar to sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni that I have mentioned now. Thus, by the idea of musical notes, he had derived the law of octave, and he had arranged and he had classified the 56 element in his periodic table. So in next topic we will see some advantages or merits of Newland's octaves. Okay, we will learn here some advantages or characteristics of law of octaves or Newland's periodic table. So here the periodic table contains the elements starting from hydrogen and ends at thorium. Then properties of every eighth element follow of that of first element. Okay, so this is the characteristic of law of octave. Now we will learn in detail some merits or achievements of Newland's periodic classification. In detail we will see here. The first merit is, first advantage is, he arranged 56 elements by increasing order of atomic mass, and also distributed that elements in 7 groups. Okay, this is first advantage or achievement. The second achievement is, he considered chemical properties of elements. Yes, that's why he arranged the similar elements in same group. He tried that. Then the third achievement we will see, he tried to arrange elements of similar properties in the same group or same column. Though the Newland's octave, it is not followed strictly throughout the table, still he tried his best to arrange that elements of similar properties in same groups. Okay, then the next achievement, that he discovered octaves. He discovered octaves through his periodic table. That is, if the elements are arranged by increasing order of atomic masses, the properties of each eighth element repeat. The properties of each element repeats. Again I will repeat that law. If the elements are arranged by increasing order of atomic masses, the properties of each eighth element repeats. The next achievement we will discuss, he arranged the elements in the form of the musical notes, that is sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, and again sa which will come, he had put this sa, 8 sa under the first sa, and thus he grouped the element with similar properties in same group. But in that country, that sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, they are like as do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Yes, and he had compared that musical notes with the groups. Okay, so we will see in the form of periodic table these achievements of Newland's periodic classification. See the Newland's periodic table again, and we will verify the merits or achievements of Newland's octaves or Newland's periodic table. Yes. So here we can see hydrogen is the first element of the periodic table and the thorium is last element. Okay. Again, what is the first merit? He arranged 56 elements by increasing order of atomic mass and distributed in 7 groups. We can see here. He arranged all that 56 elements according to its increasing order of atomic mass. Yes. Again, he had arranged all that elements in 7 groups. He classified these elements in the 7 groups. And not only that, but also he tried to arrange elements of similar properties in same group or same column. We can see here. See the first group, hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine. These elements are present here and these are having similar properties. Again bromine is here, again iodine is here. All these 4-5 elements we can see here, these are having similar properties, and he arranged these elements having similar properties in one same group, one particular group. Yes, that is very good achievement. Again, and what he did again, he adjusted here 2 elements, though it is unlike manner as compared to that other elements. It is unlike manner to place 2 elements altogether at one slot. Still he did that. Why? Because if the nickel will be here, what will be with bromine? Bromine also will be here at the next column. If the nickel will be at next column, again the bromine will be at next column. So what will happen? The bromine is having the similar property as like fluorine and chlorine and iodine, and then the bromine will be apart from these similar elements. Yes, so that for maintaining this his specific achievement, that he tried to arrange elements of similar properties in the same group. What he did, he adjusted the 2 elements like cobalt and nickel at the same slot or same place. Okay, and like that he arranged the 2 elements altogether at 6 places. We can see in that periodic table for the maintaining its rule. For the maintaining its rule, for what? The same group should have elements with similar property. Okay, we will go towards the next achievement. He discovered octaves. That also we can see here. First 1, 2, 3, 4 means hydrogen, lithium, gallium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. These are the 7, and again 8th element is fluorine. It's having similar property of the hydrogen. Yes, so that he kept fluorine under the hydrogen in the same group. So that means he discovered the octave. This is the group of 8 elements from hydrogen to fluorine, and this group is specifically known as the Newland's octave. Got? Again we will go towards the next property. He arranged the elements in the form of sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, and again sa. That also we have discussed, and I hope you got that concept. Okay, so again with that achievements or with that merits, Newland's periodic table is having some demerits. Also it is having some demerits, that also we have to discuss, because of that demerits his periodic table considered as a failure. His theory considered as a failure. Okay, so let's see. Here we will learn some drawbacks or demerits of Newland's periodic classification of elements. So let's see the first drawback, that is law of octaves was applicable only up to calcium. It means up to 20 elements only the law of octaves was followed. Okay. So the second drawback we will see, that is Newland assumed that only 56 elements existed in nature and no more elements would be discovered in future, because he didn't provide any gap or any provision in his periodic table for the elements which would have been discovered later in future. Okay. So the third drawback also, that is new discovered elements did not fit into his law of octaves. New discovered elements did not fit into his law of octaves. What is the meaning of this drawback? Let's see. It is happened because there was no any provision for the new coming elements which would have been discovered in future. Yes, that's why he didn't fit the new elements into his law of octave. Okay. The next drawback we will see, that is Newland's adjusted two elements in the same slot and also put some unlike elements in same group or column. Okay. So what is the meaning of that first half sentence? Newland's adjusted two elements in the same slot. With the example we will see, Newland adjusted the elements like cobalt and nickel at the same slot. Means in the first group we can see at same slot the two elements are adjusted. It is contradiction because each element should have placed in the one particular or one separate slot. Okay. But here that rule is not followed. That's why it is a drawback. And again one important thing is there. Also he put some unlike elements in same group. Also again we can see here cobalt and nickel, these two elements are placed in same slot. Again these are having unlike properties. Than the hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine and bromine. These are present in that same group in which cobalt and nickel are placed. Okay. So this is also very important drawback. Then iron having property similar to nickel and cobalt was very far from them. Here what is the Newland's effort? What was the Newland's effort? He tried his best to arrange the elements those are having similar property in the same group. Yes, he tried his best. Still it happened, because of some reason it happened that iron, nickel and cobalt, all these three elements are having similar properties. Still they are so far from each other. Means iron is placed in 7 group and nickel and cobalt altogether they are placed in the first group. Means so far from each other though they are having similar properties. This is also drawback. Then the next drawback, the law worked well with lighter elements only. This law worked means this law of octave followed only up to lighter elements. That we have seen up to calcium only it is followed. So this was about the drawbacks or demerits of Newland's periodic classification of elements, and we can clear and we can learn these limitations very well through the actual periodic table in the next. Let's see again the Newland's periodic table for the better understanding drawbacks or demerits of Newland's periodic classification of elements. Here we can see all the 56 elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic masses. Again, Newland tried his best to arrange the elements, those are having similar properties, in the same groups, and these are arranged through the 7 groups. Okay, so we will see drawbacks one by one. The first drawback is that, what is the first drawback? Law of octave was applicable only up to calcium. So Newland had given the law of octaves. What is that law of octave? We have learned before, and only up to calcium this law is followed here. Here we can see calcium. Yes, here up to calcium only, up to 20 elements only the law of octave is followed here. Means it is applicable up to only calcium, and after calcium the law of octave was not followed. Okay. Second drawback we will see, Newland assumed that only 56 elements existed in nature and no more elements would be discovered in future. That is the second drawback. That means after 1866 there were discovery of new elements later. Yes, frequently new elements were discovered, and for that new coming elements in Newland's periodic table there was not any provision. Okay, so this was the very important drawback. Then the third drawback is new discovered elements did not fit into his law of octaves. So this drawback is also because of that there is no any gap for the new elements which would have been discovered later in future. Okay, so there was, we can see there is no any gap or no any specific place, vacant place for the new coming elements, no any provision for the elements which would have been discovered in future. Okay, so the fourth drawback is that Newland adjusted 2 elements in the same slot and also put some unlike elements in same group or column. That is the fourth drawback. So here we can see very clearly he adjusted cobalt and nickel at the same slot. The other element, we can see most of elements are having separate place, separate slot. Yes, for each element there is separate place, but at some places, at some slots, mostly at 6 slot, we can see here clearly there are 2 elements altogether placed like cobalt and nickel. Yes, so this is also one of the drawback, because what was his try? What the Newland tried his best to keep the elements which are having similar properties in the same group, but here it is the contradiction, so that it is considered as drawback. Again, also put some unlike elements in same groups. That is also very important. Unlike elements, some unlike elements are placed in the same group. Here also we can see through the example, cobalt and nickel, these are having different property than that of hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine and bromine. Still it is placed in the same group with that hydrogen, fluorine and chlorine. Yes, so this is also contradiction. Again, the next drawback we will see here. Iron having property similar to nickel and cobalt, and was very far from them. It is very far from them. We can see here very clearly also. Iron, cobalt and nickel, that three elements are having similar properties, and according to Newland's rule, according to Newland's trade, that three elements should be in same group. Okay, that should have been placed in the same group. Still they are apart from each other, so far from each other, not apart, so far from each other. Here we can see iron is in 7th group and cobalt and nickel, these are placed in first group. Means they are so far from each other, still they are having similar properties. That is also drawback. Again, the next drawback we will see, the law worked well with lighter elements only. So up to calcium there are lighter elements, and that up to calcium there are lighter elements, and the law of octave is followed and applicable up to only calcium or up to only lighter elements. Okay, so these are about the limitations of Newland's periodic classification that we have discussed in detail. Yes, and I hope you learned and you understood very well. And again I am telling one thing here, you should note down all that limitations, all that achievements in your notebook, and you should learn that very well, because many times the questions depending on that topics are asked in the exam. Okay, so that you have to learn all that topics very well. So note down this in your notebook. So because of these some drawbacks, this Newland's classification is considered as a failure. Means this table, periodic table, is considered as a failure, but it is not in vain. Yes, it is not in vain. Still it is considered as a failure. It is not in vain because it worked as an inspiration, as a milestone for the next scientist, that is Mendeleev. Yes, Mendeleev studied well on the Newland's classification, and then he had derived his own idea and he had derived his significant periodic table. Okay, so we will see in our next lecture about the Newland's classification of elements in his significant periodic table. So that Newland was also great scientist, but the Mendeleev, the scientist Mendeleev, about whom we will discuss in our next lecture, he was very great scientist. Yes, he was very great scientist. That's why he is known as father of periodic table. So we will see. Okay, thank you.